Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Close out today's show with a young man that I know he's pretty pleased of what happened in 2015, and we're really happy to have him on Outdoors with Larry Ray. He's come a long way from California. And I know Ron Wong's excited because Ron is from the Delta, but he's from the Delta of California. And we've heard about this young man, Aaron Martens, for a long time. He finally made the move from California to Leeds, Alabama, so he could be closer to everything that's going on. But the main thing about this, wow, he is the Toyota Bass Angler of the Year. And that's our good buddy here, Aaron Martens. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, guys. Hey, Larry. Hi, Ron.
Hey, man.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Just everybody says, how's it feel? And I know all that. I mean, you got your family up on the stage. I can still see it. You're getting your family up there with you and everything.
I know.
What's it been like for you?
It's been a dream year, I guess. You can't expect a year to go any better. So, I mean, I had bad things happen, but I had so many really good things happen. It's like one of those years that you could only, it'd be nice to have one of these years for everybody every 5 or 10 years. It's good. It's good when everything goes your way and decisions all are right, and you win a tournament on Mother's Day, and your mom's one of the first tournaments your mom's been to in like 6 years.
Wow.
And it's just like one of those years. It's like, wow, thank you, God. I mean, it's just like a miracle year.
Well, I know you were happy up on that stage. Your mom, Carol, we talked off the air. You and her used to fish in all those tournaments out in California. 11-time angler year with your mom, Carol. Age of 16, you made your first tournament. Was this the dream? I know you talk about looking at some guys like Jay Yellis, who is one of our favorite guys here, and other ones on there, and come back and say, what are you now? How old are you now?
I'm 43 now.
Wow, you're still a pup. You're still a pup.
I'm still a baby.
Yeah, you're just a baby. After talking to Mark Menendez, you're a kid, on this show.
I hope Mark's not listening right
Mark
now.
doesn't care. Mark doesn't care. But it
gets a little harder every year. I have to work harder to stay spunk feeling. But yeah, it's definitely. I'm definitely getting up there, I guess. I don't. It just happens. I mean, it's hard to believe from the days of California with my mom team fishing, sleeping in the back of our truck a lot of times or a tent.
Yeah.
And like fishing our little butts off.
Yeah.
That was obviously a dream of mine. Yeah, coming back to the East Coast. But when you're a kid like that, it's years ahead. You don't think that. I don't really think that far ahead.
Well,
I always think of just go go with the flow as kind of how my fishing goes.
And that's why you said you've had so many nicknames, right?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I didn't start fishing the Eastern. I could have went east probably 5 years before I did, or even more. But I just didn't feel like I was ready yet. I wanted to gain more skills, and there's a lot to learn about fishing. I didn't want to come back and have a few good ones and then struggle. I wanted to come back and do good. And so far, my goals have paid off. Obviously, I won a classic, but that's not too big of a deal. I mean, I got lots of years left, hopefully, to fish that, and maybe it'll happen one of these days. But I'm not. Yeah, it's just been phenomenal. AOIs are what I want the most, anyways. I mean, from when I started fishing to now, that's always been my number one goal, to get AOI in anything you're fishing.
Yeah, and Ron, I know that, and again, we're talking Aaron Martens, and Aaron. You look up and Angler of the Year, this young man, I still think he's a young man. He has won over $2.6 million. Just had a birthday back in August. 67 top 10 finishes, 8 first-place wins. I may be wrong on all of these things. Caught over 7,000 pounds of fish, 208 tournaments. Now you're getting tired, I know, when I talk about this, Aaron. But
I've got a lot more pounds of fish than that.
Yeah, and I know that I'm looking at what does Jordan and Spencer, your kids, think about Dad now?
They get all excited about tournaments. I'm not sure if they're going to fish or not. I've been take them since they were young, and I'm not sure. They have their different interests. We'll see. My boy, they both like fishing, but I don't know if I'm not pushing on them at all.
Don't push them.
They love the tournaments, and now Spencer's 8, and he's beginning to understand a lot more about the tournament scene, how it works. And Jordan's already known for a while. She's a girl, and so she gets real excited. She tells me, "Good luck." You can tell it, hear it in her voice that she's, hoping I do good. And
yeah.
When I do good, they're really happy. So it's been awesome. My mom's happy. And with my dad passing away this year, it's been hard. So.
Well, I know I was going to bring that up. You won a tournament on Mother's Day, and your dad passes. This has been one of those years that yet you're celebrating, and I know your dad's got to be celebrating too, and your family's celebrating, and you really wanted your family on that stage with you, didn't you, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, I was I was kind of scared to get over a 100-point lead going into the last tournament because I knew I'd be untouchable, and I was like, they're not going to award me up here on stage. My family would be very upset if they had missed it, and I was wondering what to do, and I told them. We talked about it behind. I said, you're not going to give me the award, right? Because obviously I was going to jump into over a 100-point lead. It was pretty incredible year. Yeah, it was fun.
And Ron,
talking about, family, Aaron, I had the privilege to be in Sacramento when you did very well on
he was there.
Late tournament there. And, of course, your mom was there and all of your fans all 4 days to cheer you on. It was quite a scene to have your family there in Sacramento.
Yes.
Well,
and to have that support is absolutely awesome. I want to go back, Aaron. A while ago we made mention about all of your nicknames. Well, I think one of the new nicknames that you have that I kind of like is you're now the Birdman.
I heard that one too.
You heard that one too, Aaron?
I think the coolest one so far, because a lot of the college kids and high school kids call it to me.
Yeah.
Is they call me a furious hog snatcher, and it's pretty funny because they laugh when I tell it. I've had a lot of kids tell me that, like you're a hog snatcher. What's up?
Well, nicknames are great and everything like that. And again, we're talking to Aaron Martens. He is the Angler of the Year, and golly, that's a wonderful honor. And I know patterns and things along this line. Somebody told me, and I've got to ask you this because I don't know if it's Ron or somebody. Did you one time at Table Rock Lake actually use a 15-year-old Original Storm Wigglewort crankbait?
Oh, it was at least 15 years old back then, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the old Phantom Brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught that big fish on it.
That's what you caught the big fish on, right?
That's right.
9-pounder. 9-pounder at Table Rock, and I got a big fish. I think I've had big fish there three out of the times they've been there. I've gotten big fish.
Oh,
it's really weird.
Well, I've never heard anybody using. Of course, we're into the modern age here, and so Ron, if you had to describe Aaron Martens, how would you describe him as a fisherman, Ron?
Well, I describe Aaron as one of the most versatile fishermen that I know and that I have followed. And I say that because, in today's world on that elite tour, you have to be proficient in essentially every technique that is out there, whether it is power fishing, finesse fishing, and everything else in between. And I have to tell you, Aaron is so proficient using a drop shot. He's just as proficient pitching a jig, like we saw there. I guess it was, what tournament was it where you caught the big bass this past year flipping a jig?
Yeah.
And
where was that?
You got to do that.
Where was that at, Aaron? Pardon?
That was Chesapeake. I caught them all. This year was a crazy year because I caught them on so many different lures.
Yeah.
It was hard to think of one lure one bait I caught them the most on. But I think if I did, it would be a spinnerbait. Which in most years I've won angler of the year. The other 2 years was definitely crankbait.
Well, that's
it varies a lot, and Yeah, and Ron's right. It's this sport. You have to be extremely versatile. If you're not, now with all the new anglers coming in and a lot of FLW tour guys coming over, and I mean, you have to be on. You have to know the best way of catching a fish in the situation you're in, no matter what water you're in or where you're at and temperature. What you got to kind of hit it on the nose every time. And I mean, you can still do good and not do that, but it definitely is an advantage knowing all the techniques, mastering them.
And being versatile also means, Aaron, having to make almost daily adjustments sometimes during the tournament because of weather conditions or tidal conditions or whatever the case may be. Tell our listeners how important it is to be versatile to be able to make these adjustments.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's why I work on my tackles so long. Usually, especially in the spring and in the fall, the times when you have fronts coming through, there are ways. If things do happen a certain way, there's what you're doing is not going to be the best way of catching them if it happens. So I usually start off the day with all the scenarios in my rod box.
Wow.
And baits to go with each scenario, extra bait. So that's why it takes me a little longer, but I use that constantly. I might go 2 tournaments where I don't really, I might use one thing that was a backup, and then there's some tournaments where I go all to the backup, and that happened probably off and on this whole year like that.
Well, we got running out of time, and Aaron, I know that we want to wish you nothing but success. You represent the industry really well as a family man, and your principles and things like that. Again, congratulations on Angler of the Year. It's a worthy honor and one that you earned in a real dramatic year. So stay after it, buddy, and we'll come up with a different nickname for you the next time we get you on the show, okay? All right.
Well,
I'll take it.
And Aaron, we'd love to talk to you again in the future and talk about your great rod line that you have. We'll do that down the road.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll let you get back to putting your tackle together, okay?
All right, thank you.
All
right,
thank you, Aaron. All right, we'll see you, buddy. All right. Okay, we got Ron Wall. We got to get out of here today, and appreciate you, all the hard work up there at the Strike King Conference, and I'll talk to you later. It'll all be on lroutdoors.com as soon as Ron puts it all together, and thank you, buddy. Appreciate all the work you do, okay?
I've enjoyed it, and go out to lroutdoors.com to see a lot of great pictures about not only products but also of the fishermen and people behind the scenes that you don't normally get to see, such as the John Barnes of the world and Alan Ransom and Gary Rummensnyder and so forth.
Well, we're going to have them on there. This is Larry Ray reminding you that it doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport, and God bless the USA.